Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. It depends if you've been following our webinars. Today we will have a new episode of our series of webinars, and we're going to talk about a really hot topic, AI for a specific industry, and this industry will be PR publications getting featured on top media worldwide, and how you can do it thanks to some specific tools, and indeed thanks to the AI technology. So let's get started. And I think you're able to see my presentation in this very moment. And here we go. Yeah, we are gonna answer to this question, that is how to get media coverage with AI assistants. So we will explore some AI-based tools, and of course, we will talk about the PRNEWS.io, a platform that will help you with media distribution worldwide. So let's get into it. So in the previous episodes, we we had amazing guests from Smiley or Alpha Surf, and we talked about, is email marketing still relevant in 2023, or can content boost your sales? And yeah, as you may guess, both answers are like positive. So maybe next time we will have you as a guest in this in the next webinar. So don't be shy, reach out to us, and if you want to talk about sales marketing, we are here to we will be really glad to have you with us. So reach out to us, please. And this is a quick summary of what we are gonna to talk about. So a quick intro, so an intro about the topic of this webinar, and an introduction to our main character, uh, aka, spoiler alert, it will be like a startup that wants to get featured and wants to get some media coverage. And why startup? Because usually a startup is like a customer profile that is represented by no money, but still they want to get some traction. They have to spend the budget wisely, as a lot of companies nowadays. So we will begin this journey, and we'll end this journey in PR distribution and getting featured. And yeah, the main character will be a startup. So then we will see how to use AI to generate content ideas. So brainstorming with AI, it's an assistant, and yeah, it's not the solution, and AI is never the solution, it's just a tool, and we will see how to use it for brainstorming. Then toolkit, we will explore some AI based tools, not only ChatGPT, because maybe the world doesn't know about it, but not only ChatGPT is an amazing AI tool, but there are a lot of them, and we will see how to use them, and in this specific scenario. Then some pros and cons, because yeah, as I said, AI is a tool. ChatGPT is a tool. Like a lot of them that are AI based, they are all tools. They are not the solution. So they have some pros and cons, and yeah, we will evaluate them together. And then distribution. So once we brainstormed with AI, once we created our content with AI, then we will get the media coverage thanks to PRNEWS.io, and we will explore everything step by step. Indeed, brainstorming, we will use ChatGPT as, of course, as an example, and we will start from that. From that, we will see some prompts to use. Prompts meaning the thing that you're typing. And that you're sending to ChatGPT. Google, it's the query. For ChatGPT, we have the prompts. And then execution, so how to create the content itself. And we will see some amazing platforms like Lex AI, U.com, Notion AI, and they are really useful, easy to use, and amazing results. And speaking of amazing results, of course, we when it comes to distribution of your content online, we will speak about PRNEWS.io, of our platform, more than 100,000 of uh, media outlets worldwide, and we will see how to go from the questions that we sent to AI to some answers that we will have them on PRNews.io. So, um, the main character. Okay, the main character is this abcmoney.com. It's a startup. And yeah, our hero, this is a startup. We will be using it as an example, is a fintech company. And what they did recently, they created this mobile banking app for millennials. What is the goal of this startup? The goal is that to get some media coverage, because this startup want to increase their user base and differentiate, of course, themselves from the competitors. Because maybe they use the competitors, they're using some like other acquisition platforms and sources, but this startup wants to invest something in getting featured and in media coverage. But then the obstacles that these are like common obstacles for a lot of uh, customers that are approaching media coverage, because they never done this before. So basically, they are clueless about the process of PR publication, PR distribution, and we will see how to overcome them. Okay, and of course, short on money because this is like the basic, the background of a lot of companies that want to get some results, but still they want to like leverage a little budget and get the best results out of the budget. Okay, so let's jump into the process. So brainstorming, as I explained before, brainstorming, to do some brainstorming, the best tool for sure is ChatGPT. Um, but we have to be really careful, because people think that ChatGPT will solve all the problems and will automate everything, and we just have to go there, maybe pay for the subscription, because sometimes the traffic is too high, and there are some up and downs in servers. But in the end, ChatGPT will solve everything. Well, this is not correct. Actually, we have to be um, really pragmatic, and we have to understand how to use this tool. So what we had to do, the first thing is to give a context. Really, we have to explain to AI what we are up to. So basically, um, we have to explain our situation, because it's like a consultant, it's like an assistant. Of course, it's an amazing assistant, it's AI powered, whatever, but still, it needs to get some information from you. So what you can do, basically, you have to send those informations. And how you can do it, you have to text them. And here is a bad example, like really short prompt. I work in a fintech startup, and I want to get featured and achieve some media coverage. Okay, never gonna work. But a longer and more detailed prompt will help you definitely with this. And people say that the best prompts, so the best messages that you send to ChatGPT should be like at least half of a page or 1 page long. So yeah, a lot of information and a lot of context that the AI will use to help you. But then we're gonna ask to AI some specific questions. So, meaning, when you interact with these platforms, when you interact with these tools, uh, being really generic, it's never gonna work, because as I said, it's like it's a tool, so you have to really go into details. Sometimes you have to use some bullet points to specify to the tool, like you have to do this, this, and this, and maybe even step by step, or using some templates. There are a lot of them online. Just Google them, or maybe ask to ChatGPT to find them for you. And this is basically a good example of a prompt, and a good and a bad example. So a good example of a prompt is a really specific um, message. Indeed, as you may see here, the question is like the length of the question is like one line, and here it's like almost two, and there are more information. There is more detail in this one. Okay, let's move on. So let's switch from using ChatGPT to um, our topic, like get media coverage. So first of all, there are um, some basic steps that we'll have to follow in order to use this tool at best and to get media coverage. So this is our goal. So what we have to do, first of all, define the audience. Define the audience. You can send them to ChatGPT some specific messages, and you can ask to ChatGPT like to send you the solution, of course. But before, you have to send to specify your context. Then define the tone of voice, because of this is the main problem with these AI-based tools, that they have a default tone of voice, and you have to define yours. You have to uh, uh, really say to the tool how you want to talk about this topic. So the final result, how the final result should look like, of course, and this is in the context information that you have to specify the final result that you want to get. And what are the KPIs to track? Of course, when you're launching a media coverage campaign, you have to measure the result. Maybe you have already something in mind, like traffic, but you can define traffic. You have to define it, and of course, ChatGPT can help you with that. So KPIs, budget, of course. If you're clueless about how much do you have to spend, ChatGPT can help you with that, to figure out like more or less what is the budget that you're expected to spend to get some media coverage. And of course, brand kit or press kit. Should I create to get started? Should I create them to get started? Another question that you can ask, and you will definitely have like a positive response. Yeah, you have to have something ready in your hands um, to move forward. Okay, then what format? Because there are a lot of format for media that you can use for media coverage, from press releases, guest posting, contributor posts, advertorial, a lot of them. It's like a huge word, and you have to ask what is the specific format that will work for you. Then countries to target, meaning what are the best uh, media outlets for my specific case, for my specific startup. So as I told you before, our hero is like the CMO in a fintech startup. They want to target millennials, because they recently developed this mobile app for millennials. So yeah, uh, figure out your target based on countries or maybe on regions. That will definitely help you, and ChatGPT can answer to some questions about it. Then let's move on. So this was the brainstorming part. So we basically saw how we can how we can interact with ChatGPT, and what we can ask, what kind of questions we should ask, and what are the results that we can expect. But now we have to like do the work. We have to go to the next step, that is the execution. And so meaning like writing the content, really writing the content that will be distributed online. So we have basically three tools that are really amazing, that definitely can help you with text writing, and or maybe rewriting, or maybe if you're stuck, they can help you to get some new fresh ideas. So the first one is Lex AI. Is like, this is a screenshot of how Lex AI looks like. Really simple. It's more or less like a Google Doc, because it allows you text formatting as in Google Doc. Um, it's free, completely free. It's really great for rewriting, and it's really great when you're like a little bit stuck, because just by pressing Command Enter, you Lex AI will like generate some sentences that can help you with your next step, with your next sentences, with your next words, and it will give you some fresh ideas for sure. So definitely one of the best for moments when you're stuck and you have to have like some fresh ideas. Um, the cool thing that is free, but there is a waiting list. Yeah, this is the only thing that, but after a week you will be in, and it's an amazing project. It's open source and really great. Then we have you.com. This is a really a specific and generic tool, let me say, because you can use it as an AI search engine that you control, because basically here you have the control of your privacy, because they advertise themselves like, we protect your data while you browse the web, a search engine free of tracking and invasive ads. It's like Google, but without advertising. So yeah, kinda cool, and definitely worth exploring. It's free, totally free, like Google is as well. And it's really important to mention that there are like specific use cases for this product. There is you chat, you code, you write, you image, and even more. And you chat basically is like ChatGPT, it's like an AI chat based tool. You code will help you to code, but here we are for writing, so you write will definitely solve your problems. And when it comes to um, generating images, because of course you want to have like your content online, but it's not only plain text. Maybe you want to have some images, maybe you already have some images, some photos of your team or of your product, whatever. But you image can help you to generate new images. This is really great, amazing, and sometimes the results are really funny, but never mind, it's AI, it's a technology in development, so we will see amazing things from them. And this is how you write looks like. And here you may see like the use case. You can specify the use case, like say blog, if you want to get just a title, it will send you a title, social media post, paragraph, email, whatever. Another cool thing is the possibility to choose a tone. You may be formal, informal, friendly. You can specify it, and then define context. Yeah, because in ChatGPT, you have to figure out the thing that you have to define the context and then define it. But here, you.com asks you to define the context, and so it's kind of helpful in this way. Uh, and then define your audience. This is amazing as well. It helps you to figure out who you will reach with your message. In this case, with your content. And yeah, bad thing, so just a minus that you have only, as you may see here, only 10 writings per day. So yeah, cool, but there are some limits. And the last one, this is the last one, and it's the ultimate tool for writing. It's Notion AI. Notion is a platform, it's a workspace. At the beginning it was only a workspace, but then they decided to get into this business of AI and content generation and AI based writing tools. And here we go, we have Notion AI. um, the only minus is this, that they have a paid plan. Indeed, I am almost out of free uses of Notion AI, because I kind of abused of it, but because it's amazing. As you may see here in the screenshot, you can ask to AI to continue writing, to summarize, to translate, explain this. It's huge. It's really huge. You can change the tone. You can ask to edit. You can ask to write something really specific, like blog posts, outlines, social media posts, a poem, or a job description, sales email, recruiting email. A lot of stuff here, and really interesting, a press release. So definitely worth exploring, worth testing. And Notion is free, but Notion AI is like it has a paid plan. The only minus in this amazing tool. So pros and cons, because all that glitters is not gold. So there are some benefits that we already saw together of using AI-based tools, but there are also some minuses, some cons. For example, plagiarism, because if you just copy and paste the content, actually the content is legally speaking, the content that you copied and pasted is property of the company that created it. For example, OpenAI when it comes to ChatGPT, Notion when it comes to Notion AI, and so on. So really, we have to be really careful with that one, because we can have some legal issues with this. Um, then incoherent writing, yeah, because it's an AI tool, and of course, as humans, it makes mistakes. Lack of originality, yeah, and this is the reason why we have to be really specific with the context and what we want to get from, as a result from this, as an answer, and as a result from our prompt. And a misrepresentation of brand voice. Of course, this is definitely the main problem, because usually people use it, just tell me this, write this, and whatever, and they don't specify what the content should look like, how the content should look like, what is the tone of voice. Because of course, each brand, each company has its own tone of voice, and it has to be specified, because they cannot figure it out by themselves. Some issues, but let's go to the third step. So we saw brainstorming, we saw execution, so where we can create the content. Now well, it comes, uh PR News jumps into this journey. And yeah, as a distribution platform for your content, definitely PR News is the one that is worth exploring, because PR News, we have more than 100,000 of media outlets worldwide. We work with more than 200 countries, all type of formats. And yeah, and we have, even for each specific publication, you may see the price, the audience, the metrics, the terms and the conditions for the publications. So here you have really PR in your hands. You have the total control of your PR distribution. Yeah. Do you remember when we talked about define the audience, define the tone of voice, how to track results, the KPIs, and all this stuff? Well, on PRNEWS.io, they become basically filters. You can really filter all the catalog, all the media outlet, and based on some popular solutions, because if you want to get brand awareness, you will click here. This is a like filter. If you want to distribute your content in a specific region, here you go. We have them, country as well, and categories. So this is like a bridge from what was the strategy from the beginning of this so for this startup, fintech startup. Now it becomes like a filter on PRNEWS.io, because of course you will have like a specific budget in mind, and you can like literally write the budget that you have for a single publication, and PRNews will send you some media outlets that are suitable for your needs. Indeed, this is how you can do it. Like for example, the price here I specified like a publication from 1,000 to £2,000. This is basically it. Really simple and yeah, really useful when it comes to specifying specific budget. And now extra features, because of course but companies, they have some needs that are for example getting some traction from to a website, so drive some traffic, and maybe they want that the content they want the content to appear like organic, and so all these needs, they become filters on PRNews.io, for example, without that label or with hyperlinks. Homepage titles, sponsored hyperlinks, with video, or with newsletter, repost on social media. All these needs that the company has, they become really a click on PRNews.io. So really simple to use. It's like a bridge from the need to this platform. So let's let's finish it. Yeah, because we basically saw how to get started from the really beginning, how to brainstorm, and by using AI, how to write content. So basically how to create the content that will be published online, and then how to distribute it. Long journey. We made it like short, and I hope this will be like really useful for um, all the people that are watching us. Alina, what do you think? Will I understand if we ask to press release or article? That is not the difference. It depends. To be honest, it depends. Uh, because I guess that tools like Lexi and maybe they will have some difficulties, but tools like Notion AI, they already know what is a press release. uh, or maybe you can solve the problem this way, just googling or asking to ChatGPT what is a press release, what is an article, what is paid news, or um, any other format, and then copy and paste the definition, and then you may ask to ChatGPT to create one on the other. And yeah, you can definitely solve the problem like this. But as I said, uh, it's really important to understand that the human touch is essential, because we spoke about some legal issues that people may face by just copy pasting the content, and it's really bad, and it could happen. I don't know if it ever happened so far, but it could happen. But the human touch should be always there. We have to check, we have to rewrite the content. how many of your company's customers already use AI? Actually, how many of your company customers already use AI? Mm, Actually, I have no idea, but definitely it's like uh, these are tools that will change a lot in the industry, in the jobs to be done of writing content, but they won't solve all the problems because originality, human touch, or even brand voice, a soft tone of voice, all these elements, they are built in a company, and definitely just a person, a copywriter, can be the one to bring them on a specific content. And just an AI tool, well, it may be helpful to generate some ideas to help you when you're stuck, but writing the content from the top until the end, so from the beginning until the end, it's we are not there yet, but maybe we will never be, but we will see. So yeah, this is it. It's been already 30 minutes that we're here, so it should have been shorter, but this is another episode in our webinar sponsored by PRNEWS.io. And if you want to be the next guest, and if you want to speak with us about marketing, sales, just come to us, reach out to us, and we will be glad to having you here. Okay, so see you soon. See you with the next episode. It will be at the end of March, or maybe we will update you guys. So thank you very much, and take care, and use AI, but use it wisely. Bye bye.